98.7 WFGR Margaritaville. That is Jimmy Buffett. It's Andy O and Dave Cackley, who's just done himself proud.
Oh, God.
All the details are online on our Facebook page, but if you'd like to see the...
This is why I don't drink coffee ever.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Should we ignore your little problems over there? Should we just...
Well, I'm just going to be a sticky mess for the rest of the morning.
Little frappuccino problem over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Never cry over spilt mocha.
Well, it's one of those days that's it's got its bad things for poor Dave over here,
Yes.
and great things because Natalie Hauser's back.
Yes.
Good
from
morning.
Meijer. Nice to see you, Miss
You too.
Hauser. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Made it through Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I sure did.
Yeah?
In one piece.
One piece. Everything's a full swing at Meijer.
You're right.
You know what? I noticed about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I walked into Meijer. I shopped at the one at the corner of Henry and Norton in Muskegon there.
Okay.
And the place had just swelled.
Isn't that amazing how that happens?
Everything you need for the holidays. I mean, we're talking Christmas. We're talking Thanksgiving stuff was still all out.
Right.
You guys really ramp up big time when it comes to the holidays.
We do. And what we like to do is give our customers everything that they're going to need to be ready for the holidays, not only from the food side of the house, but also from all of the gifts for, mom, dad, your kids, significant others.
What would you say the toy department goes from to during the Christmas season? Because it expands by 2 or 3 aisles, doesn't it?
Not necessarily does it expand from an aisle standpoint, but we bring a lot of toys out into the aisle.
That's what I mean.
Right,
Yeah,
and so we use the ends of the aisles as well for some of the hot toys of the season, as well as then bringing them out into the aisles too.
Which, by the way, we are here to talk about the hot
We
toys of the season.
are.
We're having a hard time finding the list, but nonetheless, there are some great giveaways. And, this was our first big promotion last year.
That's right.
The Meijer 12 Days of Giveaways. And
Everybody loved it.
what I can't imagine is that they're still sticking around with us. That doesn't happen.
That's because they really want to see what you're going to
There
bring
you
to
go.
them this year.
No, I meant that, you guys coming back
oh my
with
gosh,
the toys.
of course we would.
Nice. Well,
of
we
course
love it.
we would.
Fantastic.
I can give you a little glimpse of some of the toys of
Let's
the
take
season.
a look at some of the heavy hitters this year.
So some of them would be your Monster High dolls.
Again.
Again.
Yep.
As well as the Barbie Dream House.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We brought in this really, really neat toy. It's a ride-on toy. So, those little convertible types of toys
Yeah,
that
like
the kids can
Like
ride
a Little
on.
Tykes type thing?
Well, it's bigger than that because it's battery operated.
Nice.
So it goes up to, I think, about 8 or 10 miles an hour. So
Wow.
a little kid
Is that
can...
a seatbelt, too?
I believe it does.
Fantastic.
It sure does. So it's the little dune buggy. It's a little dune buggy.
Okay. What's the age range for that? It's like 2 or?
I would say it's more like 3 to 7 or 8. And again,
Really?
depending on the size of the child and the weight of
Okay.
the child.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely.
I'm taking a look over Meijer.com here, too. I think if I were a kid, I would have to have one of these Razor electric bikes, which is really awesome. I mean, that's one of the top toys. You guys got a whole list online at Meijer.com
We sure do.
of the top toys of the season, and I understand that there is Lego, again, making a big deal.
Lego is huge again this
They
year.
love it.
Oh,
Yep,
kids just-
Ninjago, definitely.
They go nuts for this stuff. Leap pads,
Right.
leapfrog.
And you know what? It's really nice because those leap pads are kid friendly.
Yep.
So of course, if mom and dad don't want to hand over their iPad to
Right.
the little guys, what they can do is go to Meijer and buy a leap pad. It's fully protected, meaning that if the child were to drop it, it's really not going to break
Right.
or crack like an iPad would.
Right.
One of my favorite things that you turned us on to last year were these toys. And because this is what I got my grandkids this year, and I'm having a hard time. But these are these Fisher Price toys, these remarkably well built toys. They've got I got one of them, a dragon. Oh wait a minute, I better not talk about this on the air. But there's a line of toys there, and I believe they're Fisher Price,
Okay.
and they are made to quality standards beyond belief.
Right.
So kids can play with these things. They can be kids. They can be rough.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about your toy breaking the first day, on Christmas Day. Great line of stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Absolutely. And what's really nice about those kinds of toys is you just look at the age group and find out what's going to be age appropriate for the child that you're buying for. And those toys are made to take a little beating and to truly be played with as a toy and as a child would play with them. And the parent or guardian shouldn't be concerned about the toy breaking or little pieces coming off. Of course, you want to, read the directions to make sure that there aren't little pieces for a 2 or 3 year old, but nonetheless.
What about toys for the bigger kids? I mean, this is a new year for bigger gaming systems and all that kind of
You're
stuff.
right.
You've got all that right there.
We sure do. We have the Xbox One. Of course, we have limited quantities, as does everybody else right now. But the Xbox One, all of the gadgets that go along with it, including the games and additional accessories, and then the PS4, too.
I just can't believe the Xbox One and PS4, they just blew up
Yeah.
right away. It's
People
like
got to have these things.
Well, you want to know why? It's
Flying
because
off the
those
shelves.
the companies typically will introduce a new console every 7 years.
Is that what it is?
And so because of that, these kinds of consoles haven't been introduced in quite a while, obviously. And so it's all of the new technology. And with the Xbox One especially, it does so much more than just allow a person to game. It
Right.
controls a lot more.
Right.
I got to get the Xbox One. That would be a major step up from my PS2.
Yeah, you need one of those, don't you?
Guys,
You
they
can't
don't
work
even
the
make PS2s anymore.
you can't work the TiVo I gave you.
You know,
What are you going to do with an Xbox One?
I can figure it out. I'm an adult, sort of.
So you got all the gaming stuff. Of course, the food
We
is fantastic. I mean, you got it all under one roof, and that it seems to me that's where it all started, huh? Having everything under one roof.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look at you. Look
Can I
at
say
you with
market
One-stop
legend.
shop.
your
That's
Meijer
right.
history
Stop
lesson.
shop. Hey, get online, Meijer.com. Check out all these great toys. Get on that M-Perks thing, too. You guys are always doing stuff with M-Perks.
We are, and what we've decided to do is really start customizing some of our M-Perk offers to our customers. And so on a weekly basis, we put together these themed bundles that really make sense for the season, for the time frame, and it allows our customers to be able to go in and see what might make sense for them
Sure.
for a particular time frame. So for instance, cold weather is really big right now, obviously, and we're going to get into some super cold weather later in the week and
Big
over the
time,
weekend.
yeah.
So, in this case, what we would do is certainly put together a bundle that includes cold weather accessories. So your hats and gloves, boots, as well as coats. Then from the food side, we might include soup and some of the warmer things and foods that are going to keep you warm while you're indoors. And then also looking at making sure that your car is up to snuff
Right.
when you're going to be traveling. So if you need new windshield wiper blades,
M-Perks.
that's right, it's all there.
It's in the pharmacy. It's in baby products. They've
Yes.
got all this great stuff going on with M-Perks. And I want to go back to that toy I was trying to have a hard time.
Okay.
The Imaginext line.
Oh,
Of toys.
Imaginext is great.
Those are great toys. Those are quality. In fact, I almost bought your son one.
Really?
Yeah,
You get
but I
Max
didn't.
one? But how come you didn't then? Do you not love him anymore?
That's
Is
not
that
really
it?
the
You don't
case.
love my son anymore?
that's not really the case.
If you loved him, you'd get him one.
Yeah. Well, I got him a puppy.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
wow.
no.
Yeah, I got
See,
him that
now that-
puppy.
Good
if you-
for you.
So everything will be great at the Cackley household. I mean, you might if
What
you
kind
start
of puppy did you get him?
No, it's-
a nice puppy,
Oh.
a soft and nice puppy.
Does it get big?
Oh, it gets big.
Pit bulls do get big, don't they?
I think it had,
Dobermans too.
I think it had something to do with Rottweiler.
Okay, that'll do.
Nice.
Natalie, it's great to see you.
You
again.
too.
We'll start rolling these 12 days giveaways out. Meijer has been a great partner for the last year.
We love doing it.
We look forward to it every year, and anytime you drop by, it's always a lot of fun.
Always a pleasure.
Well, thanks so much for having me.
Make sure you stop into Meijer, get everything you need for Christmas and beyond. They've got it all under one roof. They call it one-stop shopping at Meijer. Well, they used to call it one-stop shopping. Nowadays, it's what's the slug line nowadays? Come on. Pick
why
one.
Pay, it's
Pick
still
one.
why pay more, isn't it?
I think you can get that. I think you can get use your M-Perks. You get the idea. Meijer.
Yes.
It's where you want to go for everything for Christmas. Natalie, thanks.
You're welcome.